Are you considering to study for a certification, tech training, get a promotion, better job, and increase your income? Hey, I'm Lois Roth, and today I would like to share with you strategies that I did deploy in my life and worked really well. It wasn't always the case like this, but I believe that I can share with you some hints that really served me during my career. And we all know that the tech industry has so many good opportunities, contract roles, there are permanent roles. It's very diverse, and you can really make a good living in this industry. Some people they get stuck in some roles that they are not well paying or they are not recognized, and I was in that position before. So I would like to share with you some ways of thinking that maybe it's not so conventional, or maybe you are not so sure if that they will work, or you heard about them before, but maybe it's not a common practice yet. So let's dive into that. The first one is we should focus on skills in high demand. We should really look in the industry, and we can gauge that like from job boards or even tech news, what is really trending. For instance, right now we have a lot of trending cloud technologies. Companies they still modernizing their systems, they still making massive digital transformations, mainly large enterprises that they have legacy systems, they still rebuilding that into the cloud. And there are heaps of opportunities for different profiles, like from cloud engineers to developers that work with cloud technologies to data scientists. So there are so many opportunities, and sometimes people they kind of just go with traditional certifications or traditional skills, and we should be really aware of this high in demand, and we should try to position in that area. And that's the advice number two that I have in this regard. We should really try to get to sign to the market that we have that specific skill that is in demand, and that is when the certification that can play a crucial role for you. It did for me, even though I wasn't so good at the technology at the beginning, but at least the intention of getting that certification, adding that into my resume, and telling the market, hey, I did study to this certification, I'm really fresh in these new technologies, and I believe that I can help the business to implement some technology that I saw there that can optimize process. They really gave me the opportunity to work with that new technology, because few people that were invested into learning that, into building that skill. So it's really crucial that it's a skill in high demand. So there is a technology in high demand, because usually people they are busy with the traditional technology. People that are working within the same company, they are busy with the traditional things that they are doing there. And if you come as this outsider with that new skill, that will make a real difference for your career and also for the business, because it will help them. And this is related now to advice number three that I would like to give here. It's really important that when we think about these high demand skills, getting the certification, it's important that we think also it's not only about the skill or the certification, but what you can do with those skills that you have built. And by that I mean several opportunities in a company once you build that skill. Microsoft, they are using a third-party study that can increase like your ability to innovate in a company when you have a certification is kind of 70% more higher than someone that doesn't have that certification. So if you have built that skill, you will be able to see things with different lens, and doing that you are going probably make recommendations of new technology, new tools that the company can use, optimize their business and make things faster. This is what really I believe we need to have in our industry, and we need people more invested on this, is being able to translate that skill, that new technology into a solution to the business, how we can resolve real problems there, how we can apply the technology to make the business better, faster. There are usually several opportunities. I know that sometimes it's hard because they don't teach that, how we do that, but it's something that if we develop that skill you will go to a next level of your career that there is no layoffs, there is no economic crisis that can hit you, but it's essential to be able to combine technical skill with the strength and the problem solving and critical thinking, being able to implement. Because don't you have any friends or someone in your network that maybe got a certification and unfortunately they didn't get a better job, they didn't get a promotion, and sometimes these people they complain like, hey, I got certification, I did study a lot for that. So usually the problem is how we apply those skills to the business, because what really matters are the business results that we can achieve with that. And few people they they have this skill built, but because it's something that we need to practice. And talking practice, now I will talk about advice number 4. You should be willing to build those tech skills as well. When I look back on my career, I even took the certification, like, because to get certification, it's easy, right? Like, it's not so easy on a sense of, okay, you just get certification, but we know that people they can get the answers like on the internet, like about those exams, like you can have a glimpse like how the exam will be. Like what really can make you stand out is if you have the certification, just to make a sign to the market that you are really aware and you are invested in a new trend and new technology. But now you can tell that you can apply those skills to resolve business problem, and that is like the type of the iceberg. Like what is the business problems that you can resolve. Once you can combine those skills to resolve these business problems and you are willing to build more that, and it's usually sometimes a little bit inconvenient because you will get a new challenge, something that you maybe never worked. Sometimes you need to work a little bit over time to understand that and to master that skill, because it's a new technology, no one is willing to do that. But once you do that, once you put it hours, you will reap the benefits later, because the skill is built, like you have that, and now you can leverage for other products in that organization or even in the marketplace. If you decide to go, you can tell, hey, there was this critical problem in the business, we didn't have the resources to do that. I wasn't ready, but I did raise my hand, I did commit, and I did resolve the problem, and this was the outcome. People love that, like any manager, head, or CEO that is hiring someone, that they love that. They love people that are willing to resolve the problems. And here is where I believe the big money in tech is. Like, this can be developed. It's not something that we are born with that. But if you can develop this profile, that will make a complete difference, because there is a massive difference of having the certification and having the skill. Because as I mentioned, the certification, you can get the certification looking past exams in the internet and sit there, reply a bunch of questions. But having the skill, building the skill to really drive some outcome to the business, to implement new solution, to integrate to different systems, that's another story. Like what you can do with your skill, that's what people should be conveying during conversations with company, and even in their resume. It's not just stamping there the certification. That obviously will catch the attention, someone will look into that profile, but what you can do with your skill, that's the real solution that we should look for. Like, I can build something with that skill and I can deliver value to the business and resolve real problems. I hope that this video somehow helped you. If did, please hit subscribe, share with your friends, leave me a comment, let me know where you're watching from, and also what you would like me to share here in the videos about the tech industry, career, how to grow in tech, and I would be happy to share with you. Thank you for watching. Cheers!